We're on the hunt for gold out in Western Australia, and here to tell us all about the search is the Managing Director, Simon Coyle of Corazon. Simon, it's a pleasure to have you on. How are you?
Very well, thanks, Shay. How are you? It's good to see you again.
It certainly is. It's always a good day to be talking about gold, one of my favourite metals. Let's kick off with the success at your Two Pools project, which is north of Meekatharra. You've recently completed a maiden drill campaign. Mate, tell me the highlights.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's been fantastic to get out there and get that completed on ground. I've been pushing hard for the last 6 months to get that drill rig on spinning. Just completed it last week, a couple of weeks ago now, which is good. Did sort of planned just over 900 metres, went to just under 1,000. So we pushed a couple of those holes a bit deeper than originally planned, just because we could see that visually the core was looking really good. 4 holes of diamond core. There's been a lot of historical drilling in that area, so we went in there to really get an understanding of that structural complexity and what's going on with the mineralisation. And visually it looks good, which is great. Obviously the truth will be in the assaying, and some of these holes are going to come up with we think some really good results. Some potentially not, because we are chasing a structural understanding as well. So yeah, time will tell.
Speaking of hopefully future successes, let's move to your other project, Feathercap. I noticed in a recent announcement that there are now walk-up drill targets identified. Tell me, what does this mean and why is this important for Feathercap?
Yeah, so Feathercap's a project we picked up October last year. We've got a 12-month option on that project. There are 3 other known areas within that tenement package that we've obviously put out to the market previously. We went back and did some historical data review, and then from that we've really be able to define a couple of other exciting prospects within that package. Trudgeon Well there, it's a 3.5 kilometre soil anomaly. There's been some soils done across that region previously, and that area there's never been any drilling done. So pretty excited to see what that's got to offer us. Up to 760 ppb in some of those results, and averaging about 100 ppb. So it's really good signals that there could be something in the ground there. And then to the north of the tenement package, Murphy's Creek, where there has been some drilling, but very limited. One of the holes that really stood out to us is like 10 metres at 0.6 grams from 20 metres. Within that, and actually the bottom of the hole is 5 metres at 1 gram, right? And that's a pretty isolated hole. Has never really had any follow-up around that too. And in that region as well, there's about 1.5 gram rock chip too. So again, that's another follow-up target. But what it's really doing for us is showing that within that tenement package we picked up and that option is there's 5 really exciting areas to go and look at.
All right, Simon. So we've got assay results pending on one hand, and we've got walk-up drill targets on the other. What other things are in store for Corazon in the coming weeks?
So the results coming out from Two Pools, that's coming out in the next couple of weeks. We'll see what that looks like. On the back of that, as I touched on previously, that is mainly the main reason there is to get the structural understanding of what's going on with that mineralisation. We know there's gold there. Some of those results, 12 metres at 9 grams is an example from historical drilling. Let's follow up. We'll then chase that down with an RC program, not too far away either, looking at about 2.5 to 3,000 metres initially. That should be happening within May. And then on the back of that, we'll just keep extending. And, I'm really looking forward to see the results of one of these deep diamond holes we did to the northwest, chasing a down plunge extension of that mineralisation with the 300 metre step out. There is numbers there, 5 metres at just under 4 grams down at 230 metres deep. We're chasing that. We hit that. We see what that looks like. It really pulls it all together. And, Two Pools is going to be a pretty exciting system in the not too distant future. So, watch this space quite contently. And then I'll keep going quickly onto Feathercap. We will be on ground there coming out in the next couple of months, probably proposing there to drill June, July. Not only the 2 we've spoken about today in terms of Trudgeon Well and Murphy's Creek, but we've got Jigsaw, Durack East. We've got Wembley in the middle of that package, which is on a mining lease. Really good oxide looking results there as well. So yeah, look, exciting times. 6 months we've turned to WA Gold. We're only just getting started. We're certainly undervalued as we speak in terms of what we've got. So yeah, Corazon's on the way up.
It certainly sounds like it. I can't wait to see what that drill bit reveals. Listen, Simon, thank you so much for your time today, and I can't wait for the next update.
Thanks, Shay.